God is using control of Theo, and the little Theo ego that's there is like thoroughly enjoying it, but keeping quiet and just letting things happen, you know. I'm so present in my body still though, even when my nervous system is wrecked, the body is very tired and clearly more off. I was like, it's hard to describe what that's like. But even though I noticed myself falling back, but I was just present, I was just observing, like, okay, let's just follow it. So interesting. This is the thing, guys, for you that are here and listen. When you master yourself, it's like, it's insane what happens. Like even in a super weakened state like now, you see the duality of that. I could fall back like that I never ever have before, because I've never done this exercise being so exhausted before. On some level, I'm still not exhausted. I'm still just high in that sense. The vessel is empty, running on fumes, but the spirit is so high that it's just like there's no friction. Even when you're weakened, there's just no friction. And this is what through all these years, I become better, you become closer to that. It's not either or. It's not like you're either there or not. But I've reached similar states many times throughout these years. And I've always been like, how do I get people to understand what actually happened here? It isn't just like, oh, I got jacked. Oh, my mental health is good. I'm not as depressed, or I don't have as many insecurities or whatever. It's like, how do you even describe that? Because it's experiential. That's the spiritual part, you know. Spirit is about experience, okay? Experience. And I mean not just having experience from the past, I mean experience. Your spirit is the one that's experiencing the mental and physical side of things. And when you come closer to that, because you just, both the mind and the body, you clean the gutter so much that the spirit can just like flow through all of that. That is when you become almost utterly and completely a vessel for God. There he is, Mia. Thank you for your beautiful message that had me in tears here right before I started. That was the last thing I looked at before starting this stream. Absolutely beautiful, man. So thanks again for sharing that. Hansing, it's like present moment, you said. I'm really not gonna talk too much now, but you see, even when I'm so depleted, yeah, exactly, you know, that when you're not fully there, when there's something off with your body or your mind, you can do meditation to come closer to the present, but there's still, it's like you still, even if there's more flow, then there's still like, it's a tighter space to move within. But when you expand this space, the present moment is just all there is. All there is. I'm not thinking at all about what I'm going to do after this. I know the day is going to figure itself out, you know. Nor do I care about the past, because it doesn't exist anymore. It's something to refer to sometimes to describe something to you guys, for instance. But neither of them exist. All that exists is the here and now. And you know too, that all of this is so true when someone can speak it and not sound like a complete madman, you know. That it's just like, this is just a fact. I'm here in the present. God is using control of Theo, and the little Theo ego that's there is like thoroughly enjoying it, but keeping quiet and just letting things happen, you know. Det gjorde Theo bra. Yeah, love that place, haha. Looks incredibly chill. Yeah, but there's gonna be kids going to school in a bit. I am here before then. Wave. Hey! Some neighbors. I don't see them as often now. Lovely couple. Yes. Don't see anything. See, I don't know if you can tell. Probably too many. Still like, oh, great physique, bro. I can see I'm just a little, how should I even, like puffy. Even though I'm dehydrated and like a bit bloated and still, because I pushed Theo so hard this week. Like a little bit of a pump, but not as much as I could. Dad, can I get to rest a bit more soon? I know I gotta do the work, but I don't know for how long I can keep this up. Well, son, I think you're old enough to decide that kind of thing for yourself. But Dad, it's hard. I don't quite know where the limit is. Well, son, it's difficult to do that bit, so stay serious. Even though I'm serious with the whole reasoning I have with myself. So aware of what's going on, but you're still feeling good. It's like I'm supposed to just fall down out of exhaustion now, but I just don't, you know. How do I then like, oh, I guess I'll just choose to rest instead? Do some little bullshit stuff when I could be doing great stuff. Do that kind of stuff. Dad, Father, tell me, what am I supposed to do? Son, you know I got your back, but I think you're old enough to figure this out by yourself. Yeah, well, I guess I'll never be completely like you, Dad, but I appreciate you having my back. See, do you think it was Queen? I started touching the cross as I said that. It was not something I consciously thought about. I wonder how this kind of thing comes across to someone, to someone that's like, that doesn't think like this at all yet. Deep down, everyone knows God. Some people just have the thickest fucking layers of stories, lies, that deceive them to think they believe something else. But everyone knows deep down. That's why Theo triggers so many people, you know. Because he is like a living mirror that just points to the truth. He reminds people of lots of stuff that they know deep down is true. Let's see you, Mia. I feel like I finally found what I was missing. Like my true self that's always been inside of me, exactly, since I was a child. The silent observer inside me, exactly, man. That non-judgmental, accepting consciousness. Guess what that is, man? Guess what that is? I got caught up in all that noise throughout my life and got blinded so hard that I forgot that this even existed inside of me. Exactly. It's a very peaceful feeling. Exactly, man. Exactly. I get the chills so hard from this. Because I know what that means. I know what that means to a person. Because you're telling me now exactly what happened to me after the panic attacks, okay? What I've been trying to point everyone to this entire time, you know. And it's so difficult at times, you know. It's so difficult when not only does people don't understand, they hate you. They hate you, right? And this that you just found, this is what it's been about all this time. So it's so beautiful and touching. When you know, I know you would say, because I want to say that I don't take credit for you finding yourself, your way there. But I know you give me credit. You have before, Mia. So it means the world to me to be part of at least someone reaching that. Incredible. That's the thing that makes you feel like it would be a shame, it would be a waste if Theo died now, before he had time to do that, help more people do that. But he would really have no regrets. Can't have any regrets if he were to be struck by lightning. I mean, that would be quite insane, since the sky is mostly blue. But you see, for the metaphor, or, you know, point. No, that's beautiful, man. So let's do another set. Let's do triceps. Nervous system, just wrecked. Just wrecked. You know, it's like I could do more. I just don't think I really have to. What do you think, Dad? Well, son, I think you know what's best by now. Last part, it results in me actually being so thankful for everything that's happened to me in my life. Even the bad things, no regrets, nothing. Exactly, man. You're speaking my words completely without, without having heard all of them, at least. That's how you know. That's how you know that there is the truth. When people reach the same very profound insights, independent of one another. It's exactly like that, man. That's why I say, if you align yourself with the present moment completely, align yourself with the self, right? Then you see that everything that happened up until this point was necessary to end up here, which is a great place to be. So how could you possibly have regrets? It's like, okay, if we pick individual situations of your life, did you enjoy going through that in that moment? Like, no, obviously not. But I can't even think of that now, because I'm here. I'm here, I'm present. To be present, you need to be proud of your presence. Proud of what you've gone through, proud of who you've become, proud of what you're yet to be, what you will accomplish. I think I'm done with the training. Oh, it's Mia still, right? And this kind of feeling, that peace, it came up throughout my life in some moments. I had never managed to hold on to it. It always disappeared so quickly. But now I feel like it's the other way around. Sure, I get blinded from time to time, still, but it's more there than it is not now. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I think that kind of thing is going to be slightly different for all of us. What I feel about Theo is that's why I keep referring to high state and low state. Why I think Theo is such a good example for others is that, how I keep speaking about how we're different, but we're more alike than we're different. You have to understand that deeply, that we are more alike than we're different. All of us, okay? So Theo, because he's so extreme towards both ends, that's why he can show so clearly to people the two sides of things, like being higher and lower. I don't know exactly in your particular case, Like, for instance, I'm very much like my mom, but she clearly doesn't have this strong polarity that I have, for instance. Point being that Theo at times feels like he completely loses it. Even though seeing things so clearly now, and even though lots of people looking at Theo from the outside when he feels like he's lost it, he's running on pure stoicism at those moments. Like, he doesn't know any of this anymore. It's a vague intellectual idea at that point. Because no matter how deeply you heal, wounds are always still there. And if you then are extreme individual like Theo, highly sensitive, yeah, even being quite healed, it feels, it's intense when the wounds are open, right? Phantom pain, almost. Yeah, I think that's it for now, va? Va is... It means what? It means what in Swedish. But, you know how I say right? Right? You can say va? Or eller hur? Am I right, kinda? Yeah. Okay. Done for now, guys. Be still, know God. Follow Coach Theo if you think he has found something true. Even if you can't fully grasp what that exactly is yet, you feel uncomfortable with calling it God, or whatever. Trust that intuition. Trust that deep knowing that is not of the intellect, okay? And just keep exploring that way. Not only by watching Theo, but you're gonna get a lot of good stuff from me if I ignite that in you. But explore that. The noticing. Peace out, bros. Yeah, little heart to you as well, Mia. Peace. And you know, bros and gals, there are so little of those around here, but all of you, peace.